On Sunday, Port Adelaide ventured to Aurora Stadium in Launceston to take on St Kilda with an enviable record. Time after time they keep beating the Saints, who just can't seem to get into the groove against Mark Williams' men, who've won their last 9 encounters. If the Saints could turn that record around, then a top 4 spot beckoned, up where we belong, according to their coach Grant Thomas. And when the siren sounds at Launceston, don't dream it's over. It isn't. Let's take a look.
Coming up is Graham, advantages paid. Gehrig inside the centre square, kicks for space. Revolt is one out down there. We've been waiting for this first goal for some time, like the first sighting of Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now. Eventually, Revolt puts one through.
Baker to Del Santo. Just chips it, hoping for Milne. He's got a couple to beat and beats them both. Normally a tough kick from there on this ground against the breeze normally. No breeze this afternoon.
Kicks to space, now a real chance. Coming up the ground, Voss. He's run hard to be in this situation. From 45 metres, Revolt!
He might have jumped from outside.
Where is it, from where you took the mark they do?
Well, I think it's where you land. He puts it through. Sets it up inside the 50. Motlop is behind, knocked away by Fisher. Here's a chance for Motlop. Chased by 2 Fishers, goes in and gets the goal. Loney, who can kick it a long way from 60, gets under this one. They'll compete right in the square. Big leap from behind. A Port player knocked it down in front to Marnie, who snaps and kicks a goal.
Motlop, half ducked into the tackle, dispossessed. Corns tries to throw it out. Blake, Goddard sends it wide towards Fraser Gehrig. Takes the mark, wants to play on, runs inside 50, has his pants dragged down, and that was enough. That spurred him on. Marnie slaps it down, Salopek, perfect pass. Symes inside 50, takes too long, got a little push in the back, and the kick in the end, goal by Marnie. Lade has been winning the ruck, again down to Sean Burgoyne, who's been winning the takeaways almost all year, the 1-2. And Lade, after getting it back, hits White with a perfect pass, and they put their faith in him, and that's why. And now Loney will load up. Oh, he's got Salopek free, hits him, Salopek, no one ahead of him, and has made it 3 in a row for Port Adelaide.
It's come right up into his groin. He's in a bit of bother. Halves there and try and stretch it out.
So it was a contact originally. We'll wait on Pearce.
Pearce gets through, lines up, kicks a goal. Del Santo, Fraser is loose on the outer side. Del Santo can't get him the ball. Montagna spots Goddard, but he's marked about 52 metres out. Man on in the pocket, Blake. Fraser still troubled by cramp on the outer side as Blake comes in and kicks a goal.
Lade flicks it back, looking for Sean Burgoyne, gets Thompson. Now Burgoyne, Logan, Corns, he can keep them in this. Just pokes it over the goal umpire's hat to the open side. He's got Symes, it's over his head, Loney's got it. Spears the pass, hoping for Ebert, who marks on 50. Ebert,
that's got
not bad off the boot. It's accurate, and it's there! Wow! This is it. He needs a mark from this kick inside 50. High kick. The Flyers go up. Big mark! Motlop from the clouds has reached into his bag of tricks and taken the mark of the day. Oh, no!
Oh, look, he winced. He's winced the boy. He's like he doesn't want the responsibility, Dwayne.
This is every kid's dream in the backyard of mum and dad's. He just has to slot it between the trees. And he has poked at it and missed it. An unbelievable victory to the Saints.
When the siren sounded, Daniel Motlop thunderstruck and has left Mark Williams with an achy, breaky heart. 20 points up St Kilda at quarter time. They were going well and they led by 26 points at half time. Everything going according to plan for Grant Thomas and his men. But Port Adelaide started to get back into the game. 7 points down at the final change. And then, as we saw, a chance to win the game. But St Kilda holding on For the second week in a row, a close one, winning by 4 points. They're in 5th spot. They've got Richmond next week. They're 10 and 6. Port Adelaide, they're down to 12th, 6 and 10. They're back home, Sydney, on a Saturday night. Fraser Gehrig got 3. Nick Revolt got 2 for St Kilda. The only multiple goal scorer for Port Adelaide, Josh Marnie, kicked 2. Injury-wise, Harvey Coulthite should be okay for next week's game. After the game, Grant Thomas was relieved to win, but concerned about almost throwing it away.
I thought we did enough to win the game today, and it was only in the last, I suppose, 10 seconds where they could have pinched it, and full credit to them. But, you know, last week as well, whilst we were behind all day, we felt very confident. And in some ways, I feel the playing group the last 2 weeks have had a lot of confidence that they can win the game, but they just haven't really delivered the knockout blow.
Disappointing in the end to lose like that. It was a magnificent mark, and not sure if too many others would have been able to get up there at that time of the day, but obviously that's what Daniel's paid for, is to kick the goals, and you'd expect him to kick it. I suppose if you look at all the other opportunities that were missed during the game, you know, people hit the posts, and I thought, you know, St Kilda missed a lot of goals as well, so these things happen and we'll move on.